in studio some very special guests, and I was hoping on hopes, but I was a little disappointed. Abram's mom and dad, Sterling and Mihaela, are here. Abram is a very special child. Can you tell us, who wants to take this? Who wants to tell me a little bit about this adorable baby? And we're doing, you know what? We're doing this interview. Look at that. We're doing it on video. So I want you to see, I'm holding up the card, the picture of this sweet baby, Abram. Tell me about Abram.
Well, first of all, thanks for having us here this morning.
Of course.
We love coming in here and doing this.
And, of course.
Abram, we should have had him here this morning, but although you can't see him, he really, for a 20-month-old child, is one of the most loving, fun, happy, excited little babies you would ever meet. And even with cerebral palsy, he only has his eyes or his face to communicate what he feels or wants. And he's like, he's addictive. He gets you right away with his big brown eyeballs. And he's cute.
He is adorable. Like, look at this picture. No, seriously. I'm holding this up in front of the camera, and look at that beautiful child.
He loves to give big, wide open, juicy kisses and loves you to death. So.
And I would love to get him. Next time you need to bring the baby. And I realize, I know Mommy was trying to be professional, and she didn't want crying and distraction, but come on.
Next time.
So this is all about, you're in today to talk about a benefit, because tell me a little bit about when you found out, when he was diagnosed. What was that? Did you know ahead of time? Did you have a feeling something was happening? Did it happen before he was born? Set a little bit of do a picture for us, a story.
Well, he was born 2 months early. Both they're twins, so he has a twin sister. And when he was born, about 5 minutes later, his sister came out, and he had an incident where his lungs collapsed. And he didn't breathe for up to about 4 minutes.
Did you know as it was happening?
We knew when it was happening. They yelled code white, which meant baby not breathing, and we instantly went into kind of a panic. And then they continued working, and it got to a critical level, and we were getting very nervous. And they finally got a breath, and his throat seized, and so. They did tests with him, and they said he was okay, but we really didn't know until the long term, watching him grow, and he wasn't meeting the same milestones as his sister, so we knew there was something.
And the sister had
down.
No issues. Sister came right out.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
right. So about a year and 2 months or so into it, he was diagnosed officially with cerebral palsy, and still to this point can't sit up yet. Without locking his hands on the floor, or he can't get on his hands and knees yet or anything. So he's got a ways to go.
Do babies seem to adapt well? I mean, because he knows nothing else.
Right.
This is his life, and this is what he's always known. So when he does, try and hold himself up and stuff he's compensating, but he doesn't realize he's compensating. You do.
Right.
You guys know.
We're all the weird ones.
So
we all the ones with the problem.
So you're having this benefit concert Saturday, February 1st at 6 p.m. It's at that gorgeous Newhall Family Theater. If you've never been, maybe this is the perfect opportunity. You should go. It is brand spanking new. It is gorgeous inside. And tell us a little bit about the concert. I hear that this is not just a little teeny concert. I hear there are some super duper fantastic professional musicians performing in this. So tell me.
So I'm a professional musician myself. I'm a professional violinist. I've traveled all over the world. So I have a professional musician friends coming from literally the entire country. They're flying in, and we're forming an orchestra, and we have a wonderful conductor, Julia Train, and these performers have literally performed at the biggest concert halls in the United States, like Dorothy Chandler Pavilion in Los Angeles, and Lincoln Center,
Oh,
everywhere.
just small,
They've been everywhere.
small, teeny venues.
Carnegie Hall.
Carnegie Hall, everywhere.
Little venues we've never heard of.
Right,
apparently,
exactly.
Right.
So
we're all
this is
meeting
huge.
together. This is huge. It's a wonderful, and it's a great family event too for children 8 and up. And it's a wonderful time to bring your children and introduce them to classical music. There's a little bit for everyone in it. So we have classical music on the first half and music from the movies on the second half.
Ooh.
So yeah, super exciting.
It's not very often that you get these kinds of performers to descend onto a town like
Santa
ours
Clarita.
all at one time
but
and
when
do a
you
concert
have
this way.
again, when this is the cause,
Right.
look at that little
Right,
face.
right.
Look at that cause. I'm sure when you reached out to these professionals and said, "This is why."
Right.
This is why, and you right.
And they actually reached out to me.
They could, yeah.
And they said we would love to come
They organically grew
and
this on their
have
own.
a benefit concert.
That's
So,
fantastic.
Yes,
That's
it'll be-
fantastic. Ages 8 and up. The pre-sale is $20, at the door $30, and the first 5 rows $50. Where can we go get the tickets? Where I'm looking.
You can get them on, you can email us at abramsjourney2020@gmail. That's abramsjourney2020 at gmail. So you can, or you can go to GoFundMe and make a donation. And in the notes, you can write the number of tickets you want and give
You
us
can
your
also,
email.
I also see Venmo on here, which is my favorite new thing. I'm not going to
Right.
lie.
I love it too.
I love
So
Venmo,
easy.
so
Yeah.
we can Venmo you
Yes.
also to get these tickets
Correct.
as well.
Yeah, if they email us at abramsjourney2020 at Gmail, they can leave us your Venmo name, and if you don't, then we get back with you and we'll work it out. But leave your Venmo name. We'll request your payment and then we can send you tickets.
Fantastic.
Not a problem. So.
This is what I was going to ask you. You said the second half of the concert was going to be movies and stuff.
Yes, music from the movies.
So we have Les Miserables.
Yes.
We have Pirates of the Caribbean, Sound of Music, West Side Story, much, much more. You only picked some of the best musicals
Yes.
ever.
And you'll see for Sound of
Ever.
Music is live, big group of children, and like it is in the
children's
movie,
choir, yes.
the children's choir. It's be a lot of fun.
This is a huge performance.
It is
You're
a
not,
huge
you're not
performance.
like you're not fooling around.
No.
Right,
we're
right.
not.
but here's the thing. Abram has, a baby's brain is very malleable up to about 5 years old, and the brain begins to be more hardwired at that point. And so for him to make the progress, we'd like to get him, if we can, walking before 5. After that, it may be a lot harder. So we want to send him to a clinic in Los Angeles called NAPA. And NAPA is a world-renowned clinic for children with muscular delays, and with CP and other problems. And they use techniques from all over the world, unique techniques that are from Poland and Venezuela and other countries that are very, very specialized at helping children learn to walk and learn to move. And they do 3-week sessions when you go there.
Intensive.
And intensive sessions. They're about 4 to 5 hours a day for 3 weeks straight. And he will complain. It might be painful, but it's beneficial to him. It's about $10,000 a session.
It's pricey.
Right. And so it's not something covered on our insurance. So we thought.
It never is.
I know, right?
Just
Not these intensives.
Right,
Right,
yeah.
right. So, so this is a situation where yes, we have a GoFundMe, and there people have been so generous, and we appreciate that because they're all a part of his future. This is something that people can have a part of, a child being able to gain the skills he needs and the how do you want to say it? The physical agility needs that he will need to have a life that's successful for him as much as we can, and people can be a part of that. And
If you can't, and I want to reiterate something too, Sterling, if you can't go to the concert, which
Right,
really
right.
don't, like February 1st, what is a Saturday? It's a Saturday.
And we wanted to give back. This is our way of giving back, giving them something special that they can remember forever. And
It's beautiful.
and
It's
go to.
beautiful. But
Yeah.
if you happen to have plans on the 1st, you can still donate.
Right.
You can still donate, and there's the GoFundMe. Abram King, very easy. Abram King. Couldn't be easier. You can donate by Venmo. Just go to abramsjourney2020@gmail.com, and you guys and your reps will get back to people and let them know where they can Venmo, where they
Exactly.
can donate, and ticket
very
information,
easy.
all that kind of stuff.
You can also Google GoFundMe Abram King, and
And
comes
it
right up.
pops-
Yeah, you can get a link right to it.
It pops right
Yeah.
up. And we will have this posted on our website and our Facebook page. So that should help out a little bit. And good luck to you. He's a beautiful, beautiful
Thank
boy.
you.
He is.
And when he becomes older and realizes all that you've done for him, I
Yeah.
can't
Right.
imagine.
He's had quite a run so far. If you heard the helicopter last Thursday, going out from the,
the Placerita fields.
Canyon
That
field,
was
he
him.
was being airlifted to Northridge Hospital from having an hour and a half seizure. And it's something common for cerebral palsy children, but
It can't
he's
be
had a rough
easy for
time.
you. It can't
Yeah.
be easy for you.
It's not.
He's
You
had
know.
a rough time.
But hopefully, with with the help of Santa Clarita, whoever might be listening right now, there are some very generous people with the means
Right.
here in the Santa Clarita Valley. And even if you don't, here's the thing: even if you don't have huge money set aside for donations, whatever, I'm sure you would accept even $5 on a GoFundMe,
absolutely.
because it does
Grateful
add.
for any.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly, it adds up.
Yeah, we have
And-
we have a tremendous heart for having gratitude for anything that someone can do, and even if it's $1, you know what? It doesn't matter. It's the heart that it's given with, and we just appreciate people's willingness to help.
Absolutely. Please
Yeah.
help. Abram's Journey, the benefit concert for Abram King. It's Saturday, February 1st at 6 p.m. at the beautiful Newhall Family Theater for the Performing Arts. If you need information, you can contact us here too at KHTS Radio. The interview will be posted on Facebook and on hometownstation.com. You guys, it was just a pleasure having you in here. Please give that baby
Thanks.
a big old smooch.
Thank you. We'll
for
bring
us.
him by.
We will. We will.
Thank you, Tori.
Fantastic.
Thank you.